Happy Thanksgiving, everybody! Welcome to Macy's 50th Annual Thanksgiving Day Parade Birthday, coming to you live from Herald Square in New York City. Your hosts for today's parade, McLean Stevenson, Della Reese, and Ed McMahon, with guest stars, singer Barry Manilow, Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams, better known as Laverne and Shirley, Evel Knievel, Paul Williams and the Bugsy Malone Gang, Roberta Peters and Justina Diaz of the Metropolitan Opera, the spectacular Chinese acrobats of Taiwan, Jerry Lewis, Buffalo Bob Smith and Howdy Doody, Martha Ray, the Radio City Music Hall Rockettes, the West Point Glee Club, plus exciting marching bands, colorful floats, giant balloons, clowns galore, and the one and only Santa Claus. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade telecast is brought to you in part by the Ideal Toy Corporation and McDonald's. The meat's the star in McDonald's Quarter Pounder, always 100% beef. And now, let's go to our host on Broadway, The Tonight Show's Ed McMahon.
Yes, I was here all the while. Good morning, folks. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you. The beautiful girls that are lined up behind me are the Grace King Colleens from Metairie, Louisiana. It's right outside New Orleans. They're terrific, and today's big one, Macy's 50th Thanksgiving Day Parade, and what a parade it's going to be. We've got stars of Broadway, television, and records to help us celebrate, along with spectacular floats, giant balloons, dozens of clowns, and some of the greatest marching bands in the land. Plus, there'll probably a few surprises, too. And you're going to see it all if you stay right here on NBC. Okay? So let's get ready, Mom, with the turkey and the trimmings. The rest of you sit back and enjoy 2 hours of fine entertainment coming to you live from New York City. Our parade extravaganza is on its way, so enjoy it. Now, I'm going to see the girls coming down in just a second, so let's start the parade. All right, we'll do that, and our co-hosts today, of course, are McLean Stevenson and Della Reese. They'll be along very shortly. We'll take this commercial break, and we'll be right back to get it rolling, so stay right where you are.
Jody, oh Jody, she's a country girl doll.
Here's Jody's Horse and Farm, assembly required.
We're going on a picnic, Jody.
You can help Jody hitch up the wagon, get the picnic basket on board, wheel up the supplies, and climb up on the driver's seat.
We're off to the picnic, Jody. Giddy up, horsey.
Jody, oh Jody, she's a country girl doll.
Jody's Horse and Farm, Jody doll sold separately. Other play sets also available by Ideal.
Farm fresh eggs, golden brown sugar, creamery butter. With these natural ingredients, wouldn't it be foolish to use imitation chocolate-flavored chips in my Toll House cookies? You see, the only way to make genuine Toll House cookies is with Nestle's semi-sweet, real chocolate morsels. Nestle's real chocolate makes them rich and chewy and chocolatey. Real chocolate. That's what makes Nestle's Toll House cookies taste so special and so chocolatey.
Here they are, the Grace King Colleens, all the way from Metairie, right outside New Orleans. A lot of pretty girls, a little chilly, but they're looking good. right, beautiful. Just gorgeous, ladies. Just sensational. Now look, now get those clowns out of here. Wait a minute. No, you're not supposed to come in now. I'm supposed to introduce Della Reese and McLean Stevenson. No. Oh, wait a minute. Hold, just a second. Wait, you can't get in here. No, you're busting up the whole parade. Girl, will you stop? Come on, get over here. Come over here. What is this? Wait, come here. Will you stop it? You're not supposed to be in here. Now, wait a minute. I think I know you two. You're not fooling me with those fancy disguises. You are Della Reese, aren't you?
Della Reese, silly goose. Don't you recognize us?
Who is it?
It's me.
Why, I'll be a son of a gun. You're Della Reese. Hello, darling. How are you? Finally dancing on.
Yes, finally dancing on.
Are you having a good time thus far?
Great time. Just a lot of fun.
All right, now listen, you're supposed to get up in the booth, do your number. I'll fill while you're getting ready. Della, have a lovely time.
All right, darling. Thank
Enjoy the parade, Mac. And congratulations on your series starting December 1st on NBC. Right, okay. There they go. All right, while Della and McLean are getting ready, we're looking forward to the thing that starts the parade off officially, the New York Mounted Police. They're here, they're ready, they're a part of New York, and they're a big part of this parade. So come on, gang, roll it down. Here they come. Now here comes my good friend Sherry Lewis, her boss, Mr. Barely. There she is. Hi, Sherry. Glad to see that you made the parade from high atop the rocking horse. Sherry sings a great song, I'm a Big Brass Band. Take it away, Sherry.
Wild Count Basie blast. I'm the bells of St. Peter's in Rome. I'm tissue paper on a comb, and all kinds of music is pouring out of me, 'cause somebody loves me at last. marching past the stand. I'm the 76th trombone. I'm tissue paper on a comb, and all kinds of music is pouring out of me, 'cause I'm a big brass band. I'm a band, yes I am.
Thank you, Sherry. A real doll. You look beautiful today. You look like Miss Santa Claus. Her daughter's up there, too, Mallory Tharcher, a real doll in real life. We'll be right back to all the excitement of the parade right after these words.
On Sunday is some hell of a one day. We don't need a fork or knife. So here.
Nice, thank you.
Okay, today we're celebrating the golden anniversary of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. For 50 years, the parade was marked by the beginning of the holiday season in New York. There's no telling how many millions have watched these festivities over the year, but today we have one of our New Yorker audience that has the distinction of having watched all 50 of our parades. I'm going to talk to him in just a few seconds. His name is Jack Strauss. And Jack, where are you? He's around here somewhere.
When we started the parades in 1926, we had no idea it would become as big as it has. The introduction of television really changed it all. And today, instead of showing it only to the people of New York, we now show it to people all over the nation, Canada and Japan as well. We hope that children and grown-ups all over the world will enjoy it. A happy Thanksgiving to you all.
Yeah, okay, I understand. That's what
Thank you, Jack. Good to see you, my pal. You're looking good.
Willie?
I don't know.
Well, good. I will do that.
Kiss me.
There's from the south on that. Well, here we are with our panoramic window right behind us. You all set, Della?
Yeah, I'm just a little nervous, though. I've never hosted a parade before.
Well, I mean, neither have I, but it really shouldn't be too difficult. We just look out this window here and call it like we see it. Like right now, I see the Tate High School Band making their debut with us this year, the Show Band of the South from Pensacola, Florida. Incidentally, these are the worst cue cards I've ever seen.
Well, that's going to cheer us up.
Under the direction of Bill Slayton, that was the Tate High School Band, the show band of the South. This certainly has been a good year for the South, McLean, hasn't it?
Sure has been. Okay, make way for the original Big Bird, our giant turkey float. Aboard the Gobbler today are a couple of TV favorites the young parents in our audience will remember. How long since you've thrilled to the cry, "It's Howdy Doody time"? The whole generation has grown up since Buffalo Bob Smith and Howdy Doody won the hearts of youngsters in the early days of television. Well, now they're back, and today's kids are discovering some of the fun their parents enjoyed with Howdy Doody and his friends. And they've got a special song for us.
Why does all the world look bright on this very merry night? All because of Santa Claus. Hooray for Santa Claus! From his wrinkly nose to his twinkly toes. Hooray for Santa Claus! Can't you see it's gonna be a howdy-doody Christmas, a howdy-doody Christmas for all good girls and boys?
Can't you see the Christmas tree? Its star is shining brightly as Santa Claus so sprightly drops in with all his toys.
You will tingle when Kris Kringle plays his jingle bells.
It's brighter than the music of a million carousels.
Oh, can't you see it's gonna be a howdy-doody Christmas, a very, very merry, very, very merry howdy-doody Christmas for you.
The first of our giant Goodyear balloons is coming into view now, and it's everybody's favorite beagle, Charlie Brown's faithful friend and the nemesis of Red Baron. It's Snoopy. Snoopy's been a Macy's Thanksgiving Day regular since 1968. Don't go away because the excitement is just starting, and coming up are more giant balloons and great bands, plus stars like Barry Manilow and the Rockettes and Evel Knievel and lots more, so stick with us. We'll be right back after this message.
Sunday is somehow the one day we don't need a fork or knife. So here comes the meal we think is ideal. Hey, give us the Campbell Life.
On Sundays, we eat our big meal at noon. So at night, we have sandwiches and Campbell's cream of chicken soup. It's just as creamy, just as chickeny, and just as tasty as can be.
Give us the Campbell Life.
Farm fresh eggs, golden brown sugar, creamery butter. With these natural ingredients, wouldn't it be foolish to use imitation chocolate-flavored chips in my Toll House cookies? You see, the only way to make genuine Toll House cookies is with Nestle's semi-sweet, real chocolate morsels. Nestle's real chocolate makes them rich and chewy and chocolatey. Real chocolate. That's what makes Nestle's Toll House cookies taste so special and so chocolatey.
It's toss across. You play it like tic-tac-toe, but you toss.
We've got him now. Oh, yeah?
Attaboy. You never know who's the winner until the very last toss.
Hey, Christmas!
Toss across. From Ideal.
cards?
Everybody can take pride in this next band. It's an all-star group composed of 2 high school musicians from each state of the Union plus the District of Columbia. Of course, I'm talking about McDonald's All-American High School Band under the direction of the famed maestro, Paul Laval.
Seeing nothing like you thought it was going to be.
This marks the 10th consecutive year that McDonald's All-American Band has played in the parade. And last night, they played a concert at Carnegie Hall. Many thanks to a great group of kids and their leader, Paul Laval.
We'll be back with the Rockettes, my buddy Paul Williams, and the Bugsy Malone Gang, Laverne and Shirley, Barry Manilow, and much, much more.
Fresh eggs, golden brown sugar, creamery butter. With these natural ingredients, wouldn't it be foolish to use imitation chocolate-flavored chips in my Toll House cookies? You see, the only way to make genuine Toll House cookies is with Nestle's semi-sweet, real chocolate morsels. Nestle's real chocolate makes them rich and chewy and chocolatey. Real chocolate. That's what makes Nestle's Toll House cookies taste so special and so chocolatey.
This is the Mighty Mo fire engine, the Mighty Mo tow truck, and the Tiny Mighty Mo rescue vehicle. They need no batteries.
They're all rough, they're all tough. One good push and they do their stuff. So pretend there's a crash followed by a flash, and there's a fire down below. Next comes a blast, they need you fast. There's trouble and you gotta go. It's time for the mighty, time for the Mitty, and don't forget the Tiny Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo fire engine, Mighty Mo tow truck, Tiny Mighty Mo rescue vehicle. Each sold separately from Ideal.
Just zip it off. Yes, if you want it, zip, you got it. With the Polaroid zip, zip, zip it off. Zip, zip it off. So if you want it, zip, you got it. With the Polaroid zip.
With Polaroid's electric zip land camera, the whole world is yours for the taking, instantly. Color in a minute, black and white in seconds.
Zip, zip, get your Polaroid zip.
With the handsome Clydesdales leading the way, a touch of the old country is coming to the parade, McLean, and they're furnished by Anheuser-Busch. Listen, McLean, have you ever heard of a shoe plotter? Plotler? Shoe plotler?
No, I haven't heard of a shoe horn, but a shoe plotter, that's a new one on me.
Well, I'm going to teach you a little something here. Just listen to me and learn. A shoe plottler is a German slap dance. Didn't know that, did you?
No.
You see, it simulates the mating ritual of the gavotte. And the gavotte is a small bird that flaps its wings to attract a mate.
Golly, Ned, Stella, you are a fount of information. Slaps its what?
Its wings. It's You'll have to try to understand me when I'm speaking to you. Yeah. The band marching into view right now is one of the newer groups around, but they've already made a big name for themselves in their home state of Louisiana. They're the Bruin Band from Bonnabelle High School in Metairie, Louisiana. Bonnabelle High School was established only 4 years ago, McLean, so this band has really come a long way in a short time, and we're going to get a chance to see all that they can do. From Metairie, Louisiana, Bonnabelle Senior High School. That was the all-boys band from Bonnabelle High School under the direction of Jim Hassend. Not too bad for boys, huh, McLean?
I gotta tell you, the girls weren't too bad either.
What girls?
Oh, the Grace King Colleens. Oh, see, they're the sister group to this band.
What does that have to do with the Bonnabelle all-boy high school band, McLean?
I guess nothing.
When's the McHappiest time of the year? When's the McFriendliest, full of good cheer?
There! Everything's ready for the Christmas party.
Yay!
And since Santa's a little busy, we have a surprise.
Help! Help! I'm stuck. Here I am with McDonald's gift certificates for everyone. Here you are.
Thanks, Chris. I can use this for lots of good things at McDonald's, like hamburgers or French fries or shakes.
Oh
Oh, that sounds good.
It's a nice way to say Merry Christmas.
Right, because everyone likes to get them.
And McDonald's gift certificates are 50 cents each.
Or a book of 10 for $5 at McDonald's, you know.
Ronald, can I go out the door, or do I have to go back up the chimney?
What time is full of joy for every girl and boy? Merry Christmas!
There's one thing that Pete would just as soon eat every day of his life. He really goes for those noodles, so I give him the Campbell life.
Pete's idea of the perfect lunch is any lunch with Campbell's Chicken Noodle-O Soup. There's lots of chickeny flavor and little round noodles for him, but not a lot of work for me.
That's noodle-okay.
Give me the Campbell life.
Okay, this is a fantastic act. The unbelievable Chinese acrobats. The unbelievable Chinese acrobats from Taiwan. Watch this, it's really good. Are they fantastic, ladies and gentlemen? The acrobats from Taiwan are now appearing on Broadway, furnished to us by Columbia artists. Della and McLean, I think next year we ought to do this. Okay, a great finale. Thank you, the Chinese acrobats from Taiwan. Now back to Della and McLean in the booth.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M-O-U-S-E. Boy, there's no mistaking this familiar face and figure. He's an international celebrity and a mainstay of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the last 42 years. The Mickey Mouse balloon towers 57 feet and requires 36 hammers to keep him in tow. Hey, it's really good to see you again, Mickey. Okay, stay tuned and you'll see Barry Manilow, Laverne and Shirley, Martha Ray, Roberta Peters, and many more stars of TV and records. Wow, what a day!
Hi there. Wake up, Thumbelina. Here's our babysitter.
Wake up, Thumbelina. Just pat her back. Batteries not included.
Thumbelina. She really turns over. Thumbelina. She really turns over.
Turns her head,
Rolls over on the bed and holds her arms right out to you. Turn, turn.
do that again.
Wake up, Thumbelina. The doll that lifts her head and then turns over. By Ideal.
This is a Rexall Super Planaman. It contains vitamin A, B1, B2, B6, B12, C, D2, E, biotin, niacinamide, pantothenic acid, liver concentrate, calcium, copper, iodine, manganese, magnesium, phosphorus, zinc, and iron. Right now, you can save up to $8.91 when you buy special combination packs of Rexall Super Planamans at leading drugstores. And pick up Rexall's new booklet, Plain Talk About Vitamins. It's free.
9 Lives presents Morris.
Yuck. Do people actually eat this stuff?
Din din, Morris.
They could learn from cats. We're finicky.
It's 9 lives.
We're finicky, but we try to be flexible.
Tuna or savory stew.
9 Lives Savory Stew. Now she's in the right cookbook.
9 Lives. Nutritious foods cats really like. Even Morris.
9 Lives, you're the difference between eating and dining.
Rolling into Harold Square is the Disney wagon with 3 all-time favorite Disney characters aboard. And if you don't know them, you must be from another planet or something. McLean, do you think that there's anyone over 5 years old who doesn't know and recognize Mickey and Minnie and Donald?
Donald who?
Duck. God, I never should have asked you that. You have to try to keep up, McLean, please.
Well, here they are, the castle full of old friends. There's Pluto, Goofy, and the Shaggy Dog. What a great group of characters. Look at them. No part of it. No part of it. They haven't said one word.
Well, it looks like our ship just came in. The pirate ship of the Euphorious Captain Hook. Or Nefarious. Well, who cares? Anyway, on deck are some of the characters from the magical adventures of Peter Pan. Mr. Sneak, Crocodile, and Peter Pan himself. Happy sailing, gang. Oh, that reminds me, Della.
Yes?
The new Peter Pan, starring Mia Farrow and Danny Kaye, will be right here on NBC December 12th at 7:30 Eastern Time.
Gotta watch that.
I'm going to.
Me too.
These high-stepping strutters are the Morris Brown College Marching Wolverines from Atlanta, Georgia. Now, this is the third time they've performed in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, having made previous appearances in 1968 and 1971. Let's watch the 1976 version of this popular college band. You know, when it comes to spirited marching, you can't get much more spirited than that. Under the direction of Cleopas Johnson, the Morris Brown College Marching Wolverines.
Well, the old paddle wheel showboat is steaming into Harrow Square with a shipload of entertainment for our parade watchers, McLean. Today we're honored to have with us as special guests two of the Metropolitan Opera's finest performers, Miss Roberta Peters and Mr. Justino Diaz, singing Make Believe from the immortal musical Showboat.
You love me. All this fine peace of mind in pretending. Couldn't you? Couldn't I? Couldn't we? Make believe our lips are blending in a phantom kiss. 1, 2, 3. Might as well make believe I love you. For to tell the truth, I do. The game of just supposing is the sweetest game I know. Our dreams are more romantic than the world we see. And if the things we dream about don't happen to be so, that's just an unimportant technicality. We could make believe I love you. Only make believe that you love me. All this fine piece of finding, pretending. Couldn't you? Couldn't
Boy, I gotta tell you, Roberta Peters sings as beautiful as she looks. And the guy wasn't too bad either. Listen, there's plenty of parade excitement still to come. Those funny gals, Laverne and Shirley, Cinderella, Miss Teenage America, Barry Manilow, and Paul Williams. So stay with us.
We were bundles of children coming home from school when the north wind was huffing and blowing its cool. But Mom was there waiting to warm us all up with old-fashioned cocoa in everyone's cup.
N-E-S-T-L-E-S. Nestle made great cocoa then, and Nestle makes great tasting instant cocoa today. Because it's made with simple, old-fashioned ingredients, and because it's made by Nestle.
Nestle makes the very best.
Evel Knievel and his new scramble van were set up on the outskirts of town.
Let's get ready for the jump. Boy, look at the collection of tools. Pass me the wrench.
The cycle was ready for a hard practice run. The ramp set, the cycle ready. He soared over the top and across the van. Other jumps, other stunts lay on the long road ahead. The Evel Knievel scramble van. Evel Knievel and the stunt cycle sold separately from Ideal.
Spaghetti with meatballs.
Franco-American.
Spaghetti with meatballs.
Hungry family? What could be better than spaghetti with meatballs from Franco-American? Beefy meatballs in a rich tomato sauce. It's a hot, nourishing dish that disappears before you can say,
Franco-American.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will continue after station identification.
New this smiling Saturday morning on NBC. Ride to adventure with Debbie, Mark, Tinker, and their hero, Speed Buggy. It's exciting, it's fun. Speed Buggy, starting Saturday at 10, 9 Central and Pacific Time. Watch it.
Featured with the showboat today is the 90-man Cadet Glee Club from the United States Military Academy at West Point. You know, the Glee Club's motto is no fun without music, no music without fun, which really translated into song means something like this.
Till he's sober, put him in the longboat till he's sober, put him in the longboat till he's sober, early in the morning. Hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, early in the morning. Hula hooray, wet him all over, hula hooray, wet him all over, hula hooray, wet him all over, early in the morning. Hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, early in the morning. Hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, early in the morning. Hula hooray, wet him all over, hula hooray, wet him all over, hula hooray, wet him all over, early in the morning. Hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, hooray, up she rises, early in the morning. Put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, put him in the scuppers with a hosepipe on him, early in the morning. Hooray, up she
hooray, and she rises early in the morning.
Okay, folks, don't be scared. That enormous-looking critter you see crawling down Broadway is only a giant mock-up of the popular little cootie toy furnished by Shopper. And that really is a Pink Panther on the cootie float. Another crawling creature featured in our parade of fantastic floats. Now this one answers to the name of Doodlebug. Riding on this merry monster is my charming and talented co-host, Miss Della Reese. Della's gonna sing for us, Never Can Say Goodbye.
I try so hard to hide my feelings, but they always seem to show. Then you try to say you're leaving me, but I always have to say no. I am so in love with you. Whatever you want to do, that's all right with me. Because you make me feel spanking brand new. Spend my whole life making love to you. Hey baby, we ought to stay together. I wanna love you well, whether times are good, bad, or happy or sad, because I never can say goodbye. I never can say goodbye. Please don't leave me, because if you do, you know that'll grieve me. I cannot say goodbye, no. I cannot.
Oh, there he is, Linus the Lion-Hearted. He's 55 feet high, and you're seeing him from way up in our helicopter shot. The lion that's the biggest lion of them all, and that's the truth. The king of the jungle, and here he comes. Get a chance there to see the big crowd surrounding our parade today. A great shot from the helicopter. And here comes Lioness. Hello. There he is, the king of the jungle. All 55 feet of him. Linus the Lion-Hearted. fabulous 50s, when rock and roll was new. Recreated for us now by the Daffy duo, Penny Marshall and Cindy Williams. You know them as Laverne and Shirley. Furnished by Atlantic Records. The Grease Mobile. Da-do, run, run.
From the United States Naval Academy at Annapolis, we're honored to have with us for the first time the Brigade of Midshipmen Drum and Bugle Corps. They've appeared all over the country in support of the Navy's recruitment program, and this past April, the Corps won first prize at the annual Apple Blossom Festival in Winchester, Virginia. Directed by Midshipman First Class Robert Hanson. That was the U.S. Naval Academy Brigade of Midshipmen Drum and Bugle Corps. Well done, sailors.
You know what? They've also got ladies at the Naval Academy. I wonder why they don't call those guys midship persons.
There's more to come. Barry Manilow and the Rockettes and the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and Miss Teenage America, and we'll be right back. Why do you always bring up the thing about the
fellow in town? Who's our McFavorite hamburger clown? Who's got a smile so wide it stretches from side to side? Ronald McDonald. With fun in mind most all the time, Ronald takes it all in stride. He's the funniest in the land, let's give him a hand and get ready for the ride to the McMerriest meal of them all. In the spring, summer, winter and fall, Ronald, you are the one, the clown that makes it so much fun. Ronald McDonald.
Don't you like Tuesday Taylor? Don't you like the penthouse where she lives?
Here's the sun deck of Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment. Assembly required. It can be used with any 12-inch fashion doll. You can see Tuesday at her dressing room mirror and change your hair color for the evening. You can even change the penthouse view from day to night.
Tuesday is today.
Tuesday Taylor's penthouse apartment comes with everything here. Tuesday dolls sold separately by Ideal.
We've got a treat coming up right now, the Knickerbocker Float, featuring Reggie Ann and Andy. Here they are. Composer Joe Raposo, Emmy and Grammy winner, wrote many of the songs on Sesame Street. Hey, here's one featuring Rag Dolly.
I'm just a rag dolly, happy and smiling all day. A little rag dolly, wishing your worries away. I stop and say, golly, this is too good to be true. A little rag dolly, plain as can be, has a friend who's as lovely as you.
She's just a rag dolly, happy and smiling all day. A little rag dolly, wishing your worries away. And we say, oh golly, this is too good to be true. I love you, rag dolly, sweetest can be, as a friend as lovely as you.
This great float you're seeing is furnished to us by 20th Century Fox, and we thank them. Beautifully done. Thank you, Rag Dollies.
Well, Della, here comes one of the biggest and best-known bears in the land, Smokey. You know, Smokey's been the symbol of the National Forestry Service for more than a quarter of a century. And Smokey has been a part of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade for the last 10 years. As usual, Smokey's handlers are the New Milford, New Jersey Volunteer Fire Company #2. Look at that.
Our next marching band is from Boyceville, New York, which is about 100 miles upstate from New York City. This is their first appearance in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, so let's welcome the Onteora High School Marching Band under the direction of Harry Simon. You've just been watching the Onteora High School Marching Band. McLean, weren't they something?
They are terrific. And you know, Della, there's plenty of parade and excitement still to come. We got Cinderella, Miss Teenage America, Barry Manilow, the guy that wrote the theme song for my new series, Paul Williams, so stay with us.
I used to make a great chicken vegetable soup. Now I serve my family Campbell's new chunky chicken vegetable soup. I used to slice tender chicken and country vegetables into nice big chunks. Now I don't have to, because Chunky already has nice big chunks of chicken and country vegetables. My old soup was so chunky, I was tempted to eat it with a fork. So's this new soup, but I use a spoon to get every drop. Smart.
Chunky chicken vegetable, new from Campbell.
This is the Evel Knievel Super Jet Cycle with spark-shooting jet pods.
It's the tunnel jump.
And with your help riding with Evel, Robbie Knievel, teenage stuntman. So now you can do two-man stunts.
It's the flying angel. Now let's see you thread the needle. Yeah. Wow, bullseye.
Evel Knievel Super Jet Cycle comes with everything you see. Robbie sold separately from Ideal.
Charlie?
Yeah?
How do you play football?
Easy. You hand this to a friend.
Yeah.
And everybody else jumps on him.
Oh.
It's a good taste activity. College guys do it all the time. Right, Starkist?
But Charlie, Starkist doesn't want tuners with good taste. Starkist wants tuners that taste good.
Sorry, Charlie. Only good-tasting tuna get to be Starkist. Good-tasting 100% tuna fillet.
This is good tasting tuna.
Get good taste. Get Starkist.
Traveling on this parade this evening on horseback. They do this for the ceremonies. You know, they now travel in automobiles like the rest of the police of the world. But they brought out the horses today so that we could see them in all their splendor. The Canadian Mounted Police. Don't they look regal?
Yeah, the horses are beautiful too, I think. And the beauty of it is the little man with the broom and the silent butler didn't have to do a thing.
He should.
It'd be kind of like a dream come true, I guess, if you finally got to ride in a Thanksgiving Day parade here in New York. And that happened to a lovely lady, Karen Peterson, a former Miss Teenage America. And it seems appropriate she's appearing on the Magic Pumpkin Float. It's furnished to us by Dr. Pepper. Pretty lady.
The giant balloons have been a unique part of Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade almost from the very beginning. The first figure balloon flew in 1927. The dragon balloon passing by now has been a favorite for 16 years, and it's the longest balloon of all. It measured 75 feet, and yet the dragon balloon flies so well it requires the fewest numbers of handlers. Only takes 22 people, McLean.
That's a great shot, isn't it?
right, we have a little traffic jam here on the corner, but we're going to go around the corner now. There they go. And coming up next is the group that's come the longest distance, I guess, to be with us, the Kalani High School Marching Band, all the way from Honolulu. And here they come. The Kalani Marching High School Band from Honolulu. Those floral aloha shirts and plumeria flower lays. There's no mistaking that band under the direction of Benjamin Kuraya. Beautiful. I hope they're not going to freeze here in this New York weather, but they're holding up very well. A great band. Hello. Macy's 50th Annual Thanksgiving Day Parade keeps rolling along. Paul Williams, the Bugsy Malone Gang will be here. The Rockettes, plus Underdog, the Wizard of Oz, and Santa Claus. So stay right where you are.
McDonald's gift certificates. Each is worth 50 cents at McDonald's, and a book of 10 costs only $5. Something special for someone special.
At McDonald's, we do it all for you.
Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade will continue after station identification.
A look at a remarkable family of Disney dogs. The love story of Lady and the Tramp, the warmth of Old Yeller, the adventures of 101 Dalmatians, and more. A salute to man's best friend on the wonderful world of Disney. Sunday at 7, 6 Central on NBC.
Year in and year out, one of the biggest attractions here in New York during the holiday season, the annual Christmas show at Radio City Music Hall. And no stage show will ever be complete without these great performers, the Rockettes, and there they are.
Come on, babe, why don't you paint the town? And all that jazz, why don't you lose your knees and roll your stockings down? And all that jazz, start the car, I know a whoopee spot where the gin is cold, but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. Shimmy, shake,
and all that jazz.
oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break,
And all that jazz.
show her where to park her girdle, oh, her mother's blood and curdle, if she hear her baby squeal, for all that jazz.
Many, many thanks to the one and only Rockettes and their choreographer, Violet Holmes. Now we'll send you back to the booth and Della and McQuaid.
Wow, those are pretty ladies. I hope our erstwhile producer-director, Mr. Dick Snyder, thought to invite them all to the cast party at my place tonight. Anyway, I just love the name of this next band. They're from Defiance, Ohio, and they call themselves the Defiance Marching Band of Class. Pretty classy band, too. You know, they've won 8 consecutive superior ratings at the Ohio State Band Contests. Let's watch them in action. Under the direction of Vincent Polsey, that was the Defiance Marching Band of Class. Man, I just love that name. You know, it takes a crew of 31 to walk this boots through the streets of Manhattan. Never fear, Underdog is here. You know, shepherding these giant balloons through the gusty canyons of Columbus Circle, Times Square, and Herald Square is tricky, and it requires a lot of skill. The handlers are directed by a captain, whose job is to pilot the balloons through the parade safely. Happy landings, Underdog. I feel like I'm doing a kid's show. I am. Oh, that's why.
I'll take it.
We could have been anything that we wanted to be. And it's not.
There's a film which spoofs the old-time gangster movies of the 30s. It's called Bugsy Malone, and the entire cast is comprised of kids. Paramount furnished us with some of the cast, plus composer-singer Paul Williams, who wrote the songs for the movie. The car they're riding in is furnished by Excalibur and is a replica of the one in the movie. Paul's now going to sing You Give a Little Love. Take it, Paul.
Yes, that decision was ours. It's been decided where we could divide it. Let friendship double up our powers.
We could have been anything that we wanted to be, and I'm not saying we should, but if we tried it, we'd learn to abide it. We could be the best at being good guys.
Flowers of the earth, who could even guess how much a real friend is worth?
Good guys.
Shake an open hand, maybe we'll be trusting if we try to understand.
No doubt about it, it must be worthwhile. Good friends do tend to make you smile. We could have been anything that we wanted to be. Yes, that decision was ours. It's been decided where we could divide it. Let friendship double up our powers.
That's great, Paul. Just great, Paul. And by the way, Paul also wrote the theme song for McLean's new series that starts December 1st. How about that, McLean?
I love you.
Now, coming up behind me, some of the most memorable characters that ever stepped out of a book onto the movies and television screens have become part of everyone's life. I'm talking about the girl from Over the Rainbow, Dorothy, her friends, the Cowardly Lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow. Welcome to New York City, the gang from Emerald City.
Well, you can bet on it. The parade isn't over yet, because coming up you'll see Evel Knievel and Martha Ray and Barry Manilow, plus the one and the only Santa Claus.
All right.
I got my list together. It's that long. I want to tell him the things I want. Be back with you in just a minute. Come on, Santa.
This is the Mighty Mo fire engine, the Mighty Mo tow truck, and the Tiny Mighty Mo rescue vehicle. They need no batteries.
They're all rough, they're all tough. One good push and they do their stuff. So pretend there's a crash followed by a flash, and there's a fire down below. Next comes a blast, they need you fast. There's trouble and you gotta go. It's time for the mighty, time for the Mighty, and don't forget the Tiny Mighty Mo.
Mighty Mo fire engine, Mighty Mo tow truck, Tiny Mighty Mo rescue vehicle. Each sold separately from Ideal.
You're the one. You're why we do it right. You're the one. You're the one. You're the one. You're really out of sight. You're why we try so hard, because we like your style. You're why we make it fun, because you make us smile. It's you we mean when we say at McDonald's, we do it all for you.
This is another first for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. From Colorado Springs, we're honored and pleased to present the United States Air Force Academy Drum and Bugle Corps under the direction of Master Senior Sergeant James McCurdy. Thanks again to the Air Force Academy for sending us such a fine group to brighten our Thanksgiving Day Parade. A lot of good-looking guys in there.
of all the giant balloons in the parade, Dino is the only one that portrays a real animal in its actual size. In case you forgot, Dino is a brontosaurus, and the brontosauruses, well, they were very big in their day, about as big as you can see here, half a block long and 4 stories high. Unfortunately, its day was about 180 million years ago. How quickly we forget. Well, Dino, like they say, that's showbiz.
Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep.
The lady that's singing so brightly is Miss Martha Ray, the woman in the shoe.
On the sunny side of the street. Can't you hear that pitter pat around your window pane? Do-do-be-da-ba-da. Oh, life can be so sweet on the side of the street that's sunny. I used to walk in the shade in this Macy's parade. Baby, I'm not afraid. Well, this rover I just crossed over. If I haven't got a cent, I'd be rich, rich as Rockefeller, with the gold dust at my feet. On the sunny side of the street, I used to walk in the shade in this Macy's Day Parade. But I'm not afraid. This rover just crossed over. If I haven't got a cent, well, I'd be rich as Rockefeller with that.
Thank you, Martha. Martha will be co-starring with Rock Hudson and McMillan on NBC December 5th. There's lots more parades, so don't go away.
So far today, we've been entertained by groups from West Point, the Naval Academy, and the Air Force Academy. And now it's time to hear from another important branch of the Armed Forces, the United States Coast Guard Academy. Their cadet band is called the Windjammers, and here they are. You know, this band only got started about 3 years ago with 40 musicians, and now they've got more than 125. Thank you, Windjammers. And they're directed by Chief Petty Officer Robert Brule.
Hey, Della, let me ask you something.
Yes, McLean.
Do they have girls in the Coast Guard?
I don't know. McLean.
Gee, that's funny, because I've been dating one.
I don't know what I'm going to do with you.
Well, anyway, performing for you next will be Evel Knievel and Barry Manilow. The parade is far from over.
Said you got it with the Polaroid tip, just sip it off. Just sip it off. Yes, if you want it, sip, you got it with the Polaroid tip, sip it off. Sip it off. So if you want it, sip, you got it with the Polaroid tip.
With Polaroid's electric zip land camera, the whole world is yours for the taking, instantly. Color in a minute, black and white in seconds.
Sip, sip, get your Polaroid tip.
Breaking Point is a game that requires nerves of steel, intense concentration, a keen eye, and a delicate touch. The game is now at the breaking point. Dad is down to his last piece. If he places it right, he wins. Breaking Point. If you can't take it, don't play it. Breaking Point from Ideal.
Nestle introduces a better homemade oatmeal cookie.
A better oatmeal cookie?
Is better. Introducing oatmeal scotchies. Better because you bake 'em up butterscotchy rich with Nestle's butterscotch morsels. Just add a bag of Nestle's butterscotch morsels to your favorite oatmeal cookie recipe.
Better oatmeal cookie. It is better.
It's the butterscotch of Nestle's butterscotch morsels that makes 'em better.
You know, our next guest really doesn't need an introduction, so I'm not going to give him one. But if you were looking for a guy to, say, jump off the Empire State Building on a motorcycle, well, who would you get? No, not King Kong Dingalings. You'd get this next man, the man who's been voted most likely to do anything, furnished by the Ideal Toy Corporation, Mr. Evel Knievel and his son, Robbie. Robbie is actually a 56-year-old midget. A lot of people didn't know that.
Up in the air, it's a bird, it's a lady. No, it's a lady on a bird. It's that queen of nursery rhymes, good old Mother Goose. Howdy, Mama. A brand new float joins our parade this year, a giant jukebox furnished by radio station 99X FM. And on the float, a giant of the jukebox, Barry Manilow, with Lady Fly. Barry sings one of his recent chart busters. It's a miracle. Ladies and gentlemen, Barry Manilow.
But now that I'm home again, I'm
Who would go out on a day like today dressed only in a candy-striped bathing suit? Bullwinkle, that's who. The Mighty Moose is the last of the blockbuster balloons. You know, you might be interested in knowing that despite numerous requests from all over the country, the giant balloons we saw today appear only in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. As soon as the parade ends, the balloons are deflated, packed away in boxes, and sent to Goodyear's plant in Rockmart, Georgia. So long, Bullwinkle. See you next year. Ready? Well, there it is, folks. The Big A is seen from the helicopter. You know, coming up next, the Sesame Street Gang and the man we've all been waiting for, Santa Claus.
Santa who?
Santa Claus. Boy, you're not going to get anything for Christmas.
Presenting Square Meal Harry. Now, this is my wet kitty routine, and it's always good for some square meal.
Harry, you poor baby, you're soaked.
Rather have this than a license to steal.
Have some square meal soft moist cat food.
Well, tell Clyde to get it.
3 flavors in every meal.
Ooh, yeah, you got the liver, beef, and egg flavor today. Lay it on me, doll.
Square Meal from 9 Lives. The soft, moist cat food in resealable cans.
You are so clever, Harry.
Rub-a-dub-dolly, soft, pretty dolly. You give her a bath when you bathe too.
You give her a bath when you're in the tub.
A bath, so much fun with rub-a-dub-dub.
Tugboat shower.
Rub-a-dub-dolly.
Tugboat shower.
Rub-a-dub-dolly.
Tugboat shower.
Rub-a-dub Dolly and her Tugboat Shower are watertight and soap-proof, sold separately by Ideal.
Wait till you kids hear what I got in my pocket.
What you got?
Superman, Star Trek.
I don't hear anything.
You will as soon as I put it in this GAF Talking Viewmaster viewer. Just press the sound bar.
Superman, whirlwind of
Superman's talking.
Now listen to Star Trek.
Spock, the past
Wow.
is somehow altered.
What do you think?
Sounds great, even upside down.
Batteries not included. The GAF Talking Viewmaster viewer comes with 1 demo reel. Other reels sold separately.
I have it from a most reliable source that Santa is on his way and will be here in just a few minutes. And meanwhile, here's a group of familiar faces, familiar to anyone who has a television set. There's Oscar, Ernie, Big Bird, Bert, and the Cookie Monster, the whole gang from Sesame Street.
It goes la-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum, something, something, birds. La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee, I wish I remembered the words. La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum.
What's the name of that song?
La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee.
I'd like to sing right along. I've heard it said with words and music, fella can't go wrong. So la-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum. What's the name of that song?
La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum.
What's the name of that song?
La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee.
We need the name of that song.
It goes la-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum, something, something nice.
La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee. I think it repeats itself twice.
La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum.
What's the name of that song? La-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee.
I know the name of that song.
Oh, yeah?
What is it? It's called, wait a minute, I got it, oh no, that must be wrong.
So la-dee-da-dee-dum, la-dee-da-dee-dum. What's the name of that song? I got it, it's
What's the name of that song?
here's a little preview of what will be happening at the inauguration next January in Washington. No, we haven't got Jimmy Carter here, but we do have the band that will be representing the state of Illinois, my home state, at his inauguration, presenting the Dundee Scots from Dundee, Illinois. You know, out of the 68 marching contest, this band has come in first place 57 times. The Dundee Scots, directed by Doyle Heffron. Quite a bonny group. With the Dundee Scots Youth Band providing a welcoming carpet of melody, the man of the hour has arrived. Santa Claus is here at last.
Happy holidays, boys and girls. Glad to see you. Ho, ho, ho.
Can you believe it, McLean? There's only 29 days until Christmas. I hope all the boys and girls watching us today have their dreams come true on Christmas morning.
I'm sure if Santa has his way, they will.
Happy holidays, everybody. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Ho, ho.
Let me look at that card, please.
Boys and girls, glad to see you. Ho, ho, ho. May this holiday season bring peace, health, and happiness to one and all. Happy Thanksgiving and a Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Happy holidays, everybody. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Happy Thanksgiving. Ho, ho.
How about it, Della?
I have had a... And by the way, may I say to you, good luck on your new comedy series. It's premiering on NBC December 1st, is that right?
Right.
And by the way, what are you going to call this show?
The show is called The McLean Stevenson Show.
Well, that's original, different.
Well, I mean, we thought so. There won't be another show with a name quite like it.
Well, should we say...
Oh, hey, listen, let's not forget our Dan McMahon on Broadway. What do you say, Ed?
McLean, I'm so happy that your show is going to be on the air December 1st. We'll all be looking for it. As usual, I've had a ball bringing you the street side view of the 50th birthday parade. And happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, Della. Happy Thanksgiving, McLean.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Ed.
You know, on behalf of my co-hosts, Della Reese and Ed McMahon, and from all of us at NBC, this is McLean Stevenson wishing all of you a healthy, happy Thanksgiving Day.
And have a good day, everybody. Goodbye, Dumpsy. Well, that's my day.
Macy's 50th Annual Thanksgiving Day telecast was brought to you in part by McDonald's, where the meat's the star and the quarter pounder always 100% beef, and the Ideal Toy Corporation, and all of the many nice people throughout the country that carry Ideal toys, dolls, and games. The Raggedy Ann dancers furnished by 20th Century Fox. Now this is Bill McCord saying goodbye and wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Grandstand will be coming up next with a look at football in America and then the game between Buffalo and Detroit.